Aussie, 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 angry, Aussie, Aussie, angry.
All right, it's Thursday night and the stream is alive. And I'm going to make a cocktail video. I just want to check something. Stars and garters. Why is it called stars and garters? No idea why it's called the stars and garters. Right. Waiting for people to arrive, so I'm going to sit up and make a cocktail. Okay. Get this out of the way for now. Okay. All this. Tequila, mezcal, grapefruit liqueur. I'm going to improvise. Probably with kumquatcello. Where's my kumquatcello? I must be emptying a couple things. There's a few spaces in here. Still no one there, so I don't know why I'm talking. Someone might watch it back. That happens sometimes. Wait, is that kumquatcello? That is kumquatcello. Okay. All right. Bitter red aperitivo. My St. Felix. Okay. Sugar syrup. And celery. Yeah. Got this. Got that. Oh! Let's be professional and chill the glass. Someone's saying hello. Hang on, I'll come over in a second and see who it is. Just fucking hell. Anyway. Acting like that's dramatic, it was just a bit of ice. Just don't want to tread on it and slip now. Alright. Starting to get things ready. Hey Toby, how you doing? Good to see you, man. We had our Facebook friendiversary recently. I saw that pop up. Okay, let's see. But that Facebook thing is usually not indicative of when you actually came into contact with someone. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Let's just get everything ready then. grapefruit liqueur. Okay, so I've got all these things. Blanco tequila. Let's pour it Blanco tequila. Okay. Okay. And what are you doing? 22.5 mils of mezcal. Fuck, shit. Knocking things about there. Alright. First two are ready. Ready. It's what you don't like about it. Which Facebook memories? Yeah. Yeah, the date your Facebook friends is really arbitrary. And usually meaningless because you don't normally make Facebook friends with someone the moment you meet them. Let's get this going. Tequila. Mezcal. Grapefruit. Except not really, I'm faking, but no one tell, okay? It's our little secret. But I'm faking this. 15 mils. Bit of red aperitivo. Sugar syrup. Probably should have used a less dark sugar syrup, but c'est la vie. That's what I had handy. 2 drops of sea lime. Okay. Put these lids on. Okay. Wait, did I fucking put... I didn't put lime juice in there. Fuck! I did not put lime juice in there. Well, fuck it. How much was I supposed to put in? Oof, I do not like that much. Okay. Put that in there. All right. And to quote Billy Idol, start again. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Okay, turning stuff on. Ooh, I need to take a picture of this. Let's do this. Get my shit together. Okay, that's on. Let's turn this on. Okie dokie. Reckon that's about ready to go. Okie dokie. Well, let's do this. G'day cocktail lovers, this is a kind of a margarita alternative called Stars and Garters, and I have no idea why it's called that, but I am going to taste it. Ooh, that tastes good. It's got little elements that you don't get in a margarita. Here's how we make it. Smoky. In a shaker, put 1 ounce or 30 mils of Blanco tequila, then 3/4 of an ounce, around 22.5 mils of mezcal, then 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils of grapefruit liqueur, and then 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of a bitter red aperitivo, and then just around a bar spoon or 5 mils of sugar syrup. To make the flavors pop, I'm doing 2 drops of saline. Oh, and I almost forgot. Put in 3/4 of an ounce, 22.5 mils of lime juice. Add ice to the shaker, shake that good and hard for 10 or 15 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and then strain that into a chilled Nick and Nora glass. Thanks to video editing, I managed to get the lime juice in there to come together as the Stars and Garters. Give it a go. Cheers. Yeah. Oh, I got my first video done without my YouFoods ding happening. Normally that would have happened by now. I wonder why it hasn't happened. Oh, man. Ooh, tell you what, the mezcal and the fruitiness are going well. Now switch that off and switch that off. And we'll sit down. Okay. Okay. As always, Toby, I appreciate your appreciation. This is one of the busier designs. I like it. All the glasses, bottles labeled gin. But yeah, it's interesting, the different designs. Some of them are more simple, elegant maybe, and some are a bit busier. This one's a bit busier, but I still like it. Fuck me sideways. Fucking peel, man. That in there. Ugh. Do another bit. Yes, the trick, you move the fruit, not the peeler. Had a few clever people give me that tip recently. I need to remember it. Ugh. All right. Ugh. Come on, goddammit. Just trimming this pith so it doesn't put too much bitterness in my drink. And making a dog's breakfast of it, quite honestly. What's my favorite cocktail to have with dinner? Right. Cocktail, any dinner. My favorite types of cocktails are the really boozy, stirred ones. Well, my cocktail of the year, I just finished editing that video, which I shot last week. It's a chocolate Sazerac. You could keep it simpler, an old-fashioned. I always love an old-fashioned with food. I'm not that great at pairing, but like if you were having a meal that was like lighter, you'd maybe want like a fruity drink, a sour, a tropical one. I just love having like an old-fashioned martini with dinner. Hey, Justin, how you doing? And this is pretty good. Not going to be on my favorites list. We'll probably never make it again because there are just too many cocktails in the World Cup. But I don't mind it at all. It's kind of growing on me, actually. The little bit of orange bitterness with the mezcal. Okay. Nice Costco margarita mix with gin. How's that working? Sometimes those mixes, the non-alcoholic mixes, can be quite good. So I'm assuming the margarita mix is kind of limey and zingy. Oh, Toby, so many chocolate cocktails. And depends what you mean. Like, you get chocolate creamy ones as well. But yes, because there are chocolate liqueurs that aren't, there are creamy chocolate liqueurs and there are chocolate liqueurs that aren't creamy. So a chocolatey flavored drink doesn't have to be creamy, but a lot of people really like creamy chocolatey drinks. Like, look up recipe chocolate martini. It's going to be like vodka and chocolate and cream. I mean, are you the only one on YouTube? I don't know. StreamYard's telling me there's a few people on YouTube and a few people on Facebook. But I think Safa has pointed out previously that Thursday night can often be a slow night, particularly a slow starting night. So, it just is what it is. I'll make another short video. Well, not in a rush. I'm a little while before I finish this. Tell you what, this one's good for a variation. It's never going to be on my favorite list, but I like having cocktails that are a little different from time to time. And this is one of those times that it's different. And there's some different elements that are coming together in a quite pleasing way. So I'm just going to keep drinking it, basically. Yeah, that has a decent amount of character. Well, if you like bitter orange flavor, this is a good one. Like the chocolatey cream. I mean, yeah, if you're ever looking for ideas, like literal, okay, like I'll do it. We're talking about it. If we just do a search, chocolat cream cocktail. So chocolate cream cocktail. So yeah, I'm seeing recipes for things, variations on chocolate martini, Bailey's chocolate martini. Ah, yes. Okay, this is what you want. Someone who makes liqueur, Mozart chocolate liqueur, giving you recipes with chocolate liqueurs. Yeah. Good food, chocolate cocktail recipes. Themixer.com. 11 chocolate liqueur cocktails to elevate your evening. Super easy. Oh, liquor.com, 13 best chocolate cocktails. That's the other shoe dropping. That's bloody Foods texting me. Yeah, just if you actually wanted to make one or try one, yeah, when the time comes, just search chocolate cream cocktail and stuff will come out. Earth W. Oh, there are some hella good blood orange cocktails. Not that you can drink them at the moment. So by blood orange, do you mean blood orange juice or blood orange liqueur? Because I've actually got a blood orange. Well, actually, I have a homemade blood orange. No, that's my. I have a homemade blood orange liqueur, which is really good. But I've also seen a blood orange liqueur in Dan's. But blood orange juice. This is non-alcoholic. This is a clarified blood orange cordial. Which we make by peeling blood oranges and then covering the peel with sugar, and the sugar draws the oils out of the peel and it makes a goopy syrup, and then you mix that with the juice from the blood oranges, and you've got a blood orange cordial. Now, I like to clarify it, and that means adding it to milk, and the milk will curdle, and then you strain that through a coffee filter, and you get this really clear stuff, and it's got this nice silky mouthfeel from the milk. It's great, and it's non-alcoholic. Justin, you Guzman and Gomez shares are up to 40, bought at 25. Nothing but upside for Guzman and Gomez. Oh yes, I remember seeing you post that online. There, taking a bit of your liver, so you got to be good. Yeah, I've had weeks off drinking the alcohol in the last year or two for medical things as well. Not having a slice off my liver, but what was as straightforward as taking medication that alcohol would interfere with. So don't drink it. So, Toby, you're thinking of starting to make cocktails, see how much you'd like them. Yeah. Just, it's so easy to find the recipes. Just search and... All right, everyone. Remember that. You want to do a good deed? Buy yourself some Guzman and Gomez so Justin's share portfolio can go up. Earth, you've had months off. A couple of weeks ago, went out on a strut. Yeah. I feel confident I could stop drinking if I actually wanted to. I just don't want to at the moment. That was really tasty. Okay, I'm going to make another one. This one's a bit of an experiment. I need some of my eggnog in it. Maybe put it in a coupe, I think. Yeah, so I got my eggnog. Aged eggnog. This is a couple months old now. I didn't make a note of when I made it. What was it, about June? Yeah, this is 2 or 3. Been aging for 2 or 3 months. All right. Fuck. Okay. Just causing chaos there. All right. Where to put my phone? I'm going to need that for the recipe. Okie dokie. Now I'm going to want this here while I make it. Gonna make it. All right. Now bringing this back around here too. Okay. Okie dokie. Stars and goes orange brulee. So this is pretending to be a dessert. Right. New. What do we want? Amaretto, orange liqueur. I'm going to use my blood orange liqueur in this one. And brandy. And cream. Okay. So, these things are going away. Down on the tequila shelf you go. Put these away. I'm going to get amaretto. Where's my naked amaretto? Rather saucily named. Is that it? That's naked maraschino. Where's naked amaretto? There we go. Oh, it's not actually that much of it left. Okay, naked amaretto. And brandy. I have to decide what brandy I'm going to. I agree. Brandy. Oh, forget it. Brandy. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to use this one because it's there. Brandy, amaretto, eggnog, orange liqueur. Okay. Let's do this. 45 mils of amaretto. And 45 mils of amaretto. And was it 22.5 mils of brandy? Oh, I hate this stopper. Fucking hell. Okay, put that on there. That's ready. That's ready. Okay. Okay, we are ready. Yes, we are. Hey, Rays, what's up, man? Just making a short video of a desserty cocktail called an orange brulee. I think I want this here. Okay, and I'll put this in a coupe. So I will fill the coupe with ice to chill it because I'm a goddamn professional. Okay. Get the party started. Alright. Okay, amaretto. Orange liqueur. I have to make some more of this at some point. Brandy. And I'm going to do half an ounce of eggnog. Okay. Und so, that's that. Let's put some ice in there. Okay. That's the ice. Let's go again. Now we shake that booty. right. So that's a made. Lots of little ice shrapnel in it. Probably should have fine strained that sucker. But that's okay. I am going to take it a photo for the publicity purposes. Let's do this. Okay. And now let's get this started. That there. Refix this camera. See what's going on. What's going on? Not talking, but because this is a short, this won't take very long. All right, let's do it. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is a dessert cocktail imitating a dessert called an orange brulee. The recipe said to use cream, but it's that time of year. I used eggnog because I have lots of eggnog. Let's see how that worked. Oh, that is really tasty. I don't know if it tastes like an orange brulee dessert, but it tastes good. Here's how we make it. In a shaker, we put 1.5 ounces or 45 mils of amaretto, then 1.5 ounces or 45 mils of orange liqueur, then 3/4 ounce, around 22.5 mils of brandy, then 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of eggnog or cream. Add ice to the shaker, shake that good and hard for at least 15 seconds to make sure the creamy element's fully integrated, and then strain that into a chilled coupe. All of which makes for a very tasty drink. I recommend you try an orange brulee. Cheers. All right, give me a little bit more. Tasty, tasty treats. All right. Done with making videos for the evening. Let me put that down. It's my pocket. Oh, switch these things off. No reason for them still to be on. Okay. All right. Now I'm sitting down with my cocktail. What did you say, Rays? You went to work, found like 250 Mexicans. A Mexican ship arrived. Okay. Wild. Thanks, Seth W. And hello, Pat. How you doing, mate? That's really fun. Really tasty. Justin, do I have Microsoft Teams? No, not on my phone. Oh, no. No, we do use Teams at work. I don't want anyone to be able to contact me on my phone. Build that wall. Yeah. Well, I guess they're all on a ship. They'll be leaving when the ship leaves. Okay, this is definitely interesting. It's not my favorite drink ever, but it is tasty and it's got an interesting thing going on. And given it was an experiment, it's not bad. Yes, send the ship full of Mexicans to America. Oh dear. It's a whole thing. I swear to God, though, it's been quite a while since I've been in the States, but the one time I was there, the most patriotic Americans I met were Mexicans. Really nice people, and they friggin' loved being in the US. In fact, they were saying not enough people appreciated how good they had it in the US. Stella, you're on call over the weekend. Oh, we're talking about Teams. If the number comes through, you have to on a work phone. Oh yeah, no, I do not have Teams. No one would. It would have to be a huge emergency. My boss has my mobile number because I do work in cybersecurity. If there was a full-scale emergency and people were having to like cover it in shifts, I would expect my boss to call me and say, "Can you pitch in?" But that's a real rare event. Justin, your boss messages you when you're away from your desk, you'll get it. Yeah, I get that. Rays, for real, when you were there, welcome. Oh, they were fantastic. Okay, so like my ex was born in the Philippines, and she had quite a bit of family, mostly on her dad's side, um, in America, and we were visiting them. Some were in California, in and around LA and San Fran. Some were in Las Vegas. Some were in Colorado. So we were traveling around meeting them. And the family in Colorado, her cousin, was about our age. He said, come out, have some fun. He had some Mexican friends, and this was around 4th of July. We were doing fireworks. They were such cool people. But I swear to God, they were the most patriotic Americans I met. Stella, you've got you hate Teams as a piece of software. Yeah, it's kind of a thing. It's what we use for messaging while at work, because you're in the Microsoft operating system. And we have our team banter channel, which is good. You just have to remember to make sure that's the channel you're on when you send jokes. Consistently have other companies trying to swipe you for their doors. Yeah, well, I mean, know your fucking value, man. You're such a hard worker. Justin, did a trip to Mexico last time you were in there. Understand why they... Oh, yeah. Shit can be real fucking rough in Mexico. It can also be wonderful. The big cities don't seem like a great fucking place. But damn. There's great parts of that country. Okay, Pat wants to join. We all love Pat. Okay, let me. Where's the invite code? This also goes out to anyone who wants to join. But Pat wants to join. And we love saying hello to Pat. So I'll just put the link in there. So these have been okay. So I shot these 2 shorts for my channel, and they've both been interesting. Not going on my favorites list, but they're good because they're interesting and different. Mexico, it's not just tequila, with tequila, mezcal, rachila, sotol, and a few. They are actually quite inventive with the agave spirits and distill them in different ways, so you get really different character of the drinks in different states. But yeah, and I love fucking Mexican food. Exactly, what more could you ask for? And the Mexican people seem really nice. And broadly, there's a very strong chance if you move to a more affluent country, you might appreciate it. Stella, I don't have the chat channel at work. Boss is based in Perth head office, open office. Oh, and he's a driller, so you speak mining language. Have to remember notifications pop up. Anyone can see them. Yeah. Yeah, we try to be a little decorous, even on the Team Banter channel. It's so funny when we're in meetings. Or even though, like, we just do Teams calls to each other, and you're talking to someone and go through the thing, and someone will just occasionally, what the fuck is that? And they go, oh, sorry, I know that's not very professional. And the response is always, fuck it, who cares? And speaking of, fuck it, it's Pat. How you doing?
Hello.
You froze just as I was saying hello, but I can hear you anyway.
Oh, no. No.
Yeah, no, it looks like it's okay now.
Yeah.
There is a broad thing, definitely, Justin, that privileged people don't really realize the scale of their privilege on a global scale. Raise, how the fuck can Mexicans be the sweetest people and the most? Well, the criminal element is a fucking scary criminal element. No two's way. I think your average Mexicans are just the nicest people, but the criminal element pretty goddamn scary, quite honestly. So Stella, oh, your boss has to warn you if you're on speakerphone when you call him. I get it. As you say, minor talk. Hmm,
I know.
that's the whole thing.
That's it. That's it. You're doing drunk.
You always look so comfortable there, Pat. Reclining, got your doona pulled up. You're just living the life.
it's cold.
It's all good.
It's cold.
Yeah, I know. You're out in the shed, but you look like you just
I
set
know.
yourself up so well. Oh yeah. I haven't even visited Indonesia, but having visited the Philippines and seeing how rough it can get, just even in Manila, in the capital, it can get really friggin' rough. But again, same deal. Beautiful. Country. The Philippines is hundreds of islands. And it's the joke is how many islands are there in the Philippines? It depends if you're asking at high tide or low tide. But I'm going to do a search. How many islands in the Philippines? Whoa, over 7,500. Oh, wow.
Oh,
That
what the fuck?
That does my head in. I thought it might have been a couple thousand, but over 7,500 islands in the Philippine archipelago. That is
Man.
wild.
What the fuck? Let's look.
I know that's amazing.
Look at that.
So Ray's yes, Pat's resting after a hard day of dealing out justice.
Oh yeah,
you-
man. That was
Okay. Stella, how's everyone been? Yeah, I feel like it's a little while since we've seen you, so I hope you've been well, Stella, and work and all that. Yeah, how many islands in Indonesia?
damn.
Because that actually auto-completed when I was Indonesia. Holy shit! The Indonesian archipelago is 17,500 islands. Like, some of them must be about this big, I reckon. It's like 17,500 islands in Indonesia.
Huh?
I know, that is a
Oh.
lot. I reckon some of them are only this big. But
That's weird.
yeah. But I remember visiting the Philippines. I didn't go to any of the super touristy spots like the beaches, which seem
Hey, my dad did that.
super good. Yeah.
No, my
But
dad
as in-
my dad got away.
Your dad's gone away?
Yeah, my dad's back now.
Oh, okay. But he goes to
I-
the Philippines sometimes?
Yeah, my dad's been there.
Okay, cool.
Then my dad's back home.
Your dad's back
Yeah.
home now. That's cool.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Weird. The house.
Yeah.
The house suck.
The house sucked?
Yeah, it suck.
Or well, you're back home now?
Yes. Yeah, the house yuck little walls,
Yeah.
and then the other ones,
Ah, well.
not that.
Glad your dad's back and you're back home. So Stella been
Yeah.
doing a bit of an AIDSy with autoimmune bullshit. Oh no. You've got mild AIDSy. You haven't actually died, but you're having autoimmune problems. All right. Oh my God. I feel like Indonesia is maybe at least slightly less corrupt than it was under the military because that was the whole thing. Anyway, non-alcohol time because I'm a responsible individual, and I got a new one today, a competing brand of the very lightly flavored sparkling water, Mount Franklin. Now this is their. I have no idea what this is like, but it was half price at the supermarket.
What
So
are
I
you doing
thought,
today?
yeah, I went and got this today. So I thought I'll try
Oh,
the competing brand. It smells nice.
oh.
So
I'll play dance today.
you were dancing.
No, play dance, play guns, kind of that.
Oh, you were playing. Okay.
Yeah. And then now you're bored. Now.
Yeah, let's see. Yes, I mean, AIDS certainly had a lot of lives. Like, I think he's
Yeah,
talking
no,
about
certain.
literal heartbeat stopping at least 4 or 5 times in his life, and certainly a couple of dozen what would be called near-death experience. You know, drowning, falling
I
off
know
buildings,
that.
car
I know
accidents,
that.
being buried alive. You're saying Joko Widodo reformed the place in the film? Yeah, I mean, you kind of think maybe the military would keep things in order, but the military were super fucking corrupt in the Philippines. Sorry, Indonesia, not but also the Philippines. Anyway. Oh, that's not bad. Again, it's weird to me. I've developed a taste for these really lightly flavored things. Yeah, I actually know Joko Widodo is Indonesia. I was getting confused. You had Subway. Okay. Well, okay. Safi, you're always interested in the food things. Last night, I made fried chicken. So like the chicken from the
What?
supermarket. Yeah. Oh, I'm fucking classy, Pat. I tell you. Chopped it
Yeah,
up,
I don't know.
marinated it, then after letting it marinate for a while, breadcrumbed it and shallow fried it. Um, it was so good, and I made friggin' heaps of it. And so for dinner tonight, I had a pizza base, and I put some of my leftover chicken on that and baked that. And that was good too. I've still got a little bit of the chicken left. I might have it for lunch or dinner tomorrow. It's very yummy. Yeah, no, it was actually
Yeah,
super tasty.
I know George Jax yesterday.
You did Hungry Jack's?
Yep, yesterday.
Nice.
MIT.
Hiya, Hannah. How you doing? Well, yeah, Justin. Like America invaded the Philippines around the turn of the 19th, 20th century. Liberated from Spanish rule, but it was they were basically just replacement colonizers, and the US only pulled out in what, the 90s. So Philippines had about 100 years of being an American satellite. Short visit, had the vaccines for visits. Ooh, yes. Sometimes your body just goes, when you're getting vaccines, your body just goes, wait, a whole bunch of weird foreign shit is in my body. And again, oh god, speaking of traveling to the Philippines, that was the one that got me the most, because you go to the Pacific things and you get such full-on vaccines for all the various fevers you can get there. And for 24 hours after those vaccines, I was borderline delirious. It was just like, wow, my body is just going super weird. Sorry, I feel like I missed context, Rays. When did we get to talk about pulling out? All right, sorry. The US pulling out of the Philippines. No, I got it. I got it.
Yeah, you know, man.
Well, yeah, maybe that was even too far for the US. Like, they claimed Hawaii as a state, stole it from the Hawaiian people. Maybe Philippines is just too far away. But yeah, they have protectorates all around the world, territories that they decide are theirs. But yeah, it was actually a real surprise when they withdrew from the Philippines. And you usually get dizzy a few hours after this, but you had 3 vaccinations, so your body's rioting. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think it depends on what you're doing. I know when I was doing my holiday to the tropics, they gave them all to me in one go. It was friggin' full on. I forget how many separate injections it was, but some of them were combos. It was vaccines for like a dozen different things. It was wild. Guam, I think, is a U.S. protectorate. Puerto Rico is, and there's probably quite a few others. And you're down to less than a week for the baby. All right, so you got your vaccines done, all good. And so we're back to sending all our positive support vibes to the kick-ass surgical crew that are going to help Bebe when Bebe appears. And the little E's going to have a very interesting and rough introduction to the world, but we'll go. That'll just make him stronger. That is not bad. It's just got that really light flavor in it. So, saying Guam's a territory. Yeah, they have all these weird different. I think Puerto Rico is a territory too. And they have different legal definitions of territories and protectorates. And I am not an expert in these things. I don't know. Right, I'm going to turn my pineapple drink blood orangey because I can. Oh man. Okay, no, it's all good.
Oh yeah, I saw the news.
Yeah.
My TikTok.
Yeah.
One man and one girl died in the plane.
That happens. People die.
And the baby died. Boom.
They got bombed.
No, the plane. Hit the baby. It's on TikTok. It's on this one.
All right. You get all the news from TikTok. Okay, so for you've been looking them up. American Samoa, Guam, Republic of Marshall Islands, Micronesia, Northern Mariana, Palau, Virgin Islands. People who live in territories can't vote, but you can even they have never lived. Hannah, you're amazed some of the doctors will do for baby. Oh yeah. Oh no, holy shit, they take it so seriously. The surgical teams, like where you sometimes hear stories on adults and whatnot, the surgeries that go for 36 hours because it's just like it's such a level of commitment. Dr. Abigail is going well. I should message her. She'll be upset.
But I miss Doc.
Yeah, no, she's been visiting. I should message her. Where are we? What the hell? Sorry. I just messaged her on the off chance she's paying attention to Discord. Oh yeah, no, the stuff they're doing with the surgery is incredible. He also used to work at a hospital during rooftop function. One doctor came down 4 glasses of wine back to back. Then he went better to the theatre. Yeah, doctors can be a bit cowboyish, particularly surgeons, to be fair. But even like on a much lesser scale, what we have in medicine these days does my head in. Like a couple of years ago, when I had the spit roast, because I returned what turned out to be a false positive for the bowel cancer screening. But they did the endoscopy and gastroscopy to look inside me. And it was all good. But yes, like, these friggin' fiber optic camera, one down your throat, one up your butt, and they go through all the bits and check you out. And they said, oh yeah, we there were some polyps in your intestines. That's not cancerous, but they can turn into it. So we cut them out while we were there. Now, I didn't feel a thing. I did not wake up feeling like someone had been slicing off bits inside me. I didn't feel anything. But also, what did my head in? So they're sending this little fiber optic thing, and they go, "Oh, look, there's a polyp," and somehow there's little slicey bits on the end of it that they can control like a robot and go snip, 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 get that off, and keep going. That does my head in. And on the terms of modern medicine, that's minor. But it blows my mind. They send this thing snaking up your butt, and it finds a thing like, that might be bad one day. Let's cut it off. And there's little blades on the end that go snip, 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 and keep. That's crazy. That's absolutely wild.
Yeah, look at that.
That's the Discord logo, isn't it?
Yeah, you need to look.
Oh, you put the thing on Discord.
That.
Okay. Okay, let me look. I'm not going to put it on the screen. I'll quickly look to see if I can work out what you're talking about.
The news.
A 2-year-old girl is recovering this morning after the Sydney train
tragedy
that killed her father and twin sister. The girls were
there's a train thing.
Rolled off the platform
in a
Carlton station.
Pram that rolled off.
Their father landed down onto the tracks to save them in a heroic act, but an oncoming train couldn't stop.
Oh God! Oh no, that's a nightmare. I don't even want to know that. That's a nightmare.
Yep. I saw that on Monday.
Yep, no, that's a nightmare. I hope I don't. Well, okay, I don't mind if I need another spit roast in the future because it was no trouble at all. I was only in the friggin' hospital for a couple of hours. It was amazing. But it's basically okay. If they get blood traces when they do the bowel cancer screening, they go, well, that could be the thing. So I think what happened is I might have been mildly constipated at the time, so there were tiny blood things, and so as a precaution, the thing, so it's fine. But yeah. So what's that, Justin? Country office where you vote messaged you to confirm your address. Nice. Same hospital got evacuated because a group of doctors decided to see how many times you could toast a bit of bread before they set on toaster on fire. Turns out one less time than what they did. Yep. Stella, the Twilight. Yes, Twilight sedation is a roofie. Yes, that's what they said. They said that's how he didn't call it a roofie, but it's basically what it is. The anaesthetist said you're not actually under general anesthetic, but you won't know anything that happens. And it was absolutely true. If you've got piles that bleed, it can make... Yeah, no, I didn't actually have piles, but sometimes you wipe a bit too much and it's the whole thing. But yeah. So so I returned a false positive and they did the thing with the Twilight. Because last time I had surgery, it was under general anesthetic, and you can't eat for ages or you'll throw up. So I was in first thing in the morning in the hospital, and yeah, the anaesthetist tells me this thing: you're not actually going to be under, but you won't know anything that happens. And it's like, oh, okay, that's weird. And then I wake up in the bed, and I'm like, oh, I'm in the recovery thing, and there was a clock, and it was only like 2 hours after I'd gone in to surgery, and I go, I'm awake already. Wow, okay. And then a nurse comes up to me and asks me if I want a sandwich. And I'm like, am I allowed to eat? And she says, yep. I went, yeah, I'll have a sandwich then. And I went home by lunchtime. It was wild.
That's fast.
Oh, Stella, yes. You have a B-day? Dr. Abigail swears by the B-day. You don't have to wipe till the paper looks like a Japanese flag. Oof. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Look, if I wasn't renting, I might install a B-day. Although you can get the ones that you can take off, but I don't know. Yeah, Dr. Abigail swears by the B-day as well. So But it's a whole thing.
Oh yeah, my worker's dog, red. You know the red dude? You know,
What?
up me two times yesterday.
Sorry, what did your worker do?
My worker's dog, um, yeah, my worker's dog got up me 2 times yesterday.
Your worker's dog's jumping on you.
Two
Oh, well,
times.
it's just a friendly
Two
doggy.
times. I know. It's a
It's that
big
big
dog.
friendly face you have, Pat. The doggo just wants to be friends with you.
Yeah, well, hug me. Look at that.
Yeah, you're all good with it.
Yeah,
Nice.
hug me. Look at that. You're playing. Look at that.
Okay, so Stella, you've got to rent a friendly one. Seat, you fit like a normal seat, put a T-piece in the system. Yeah, I know there are ones. And there are places locally, I know, that have showrooms and whatnot. And I could definitely go to them and say, like, hey, I'm a renter, so I want something that's easy to put in place and easy to remove. And they would have something. And I don't know, I might. I'm getting all these friggin' bonuses in a series of pays because they finally settled on my new award. So 2 weeks ago, I got a one-off bonus of $5,000, which after tax was about $3,000, which is not bad. This
Ah.
week I got what they call the mobility allowance, which is $1,500, and after tax that's
Oh
about
man,
$1,200. So that's not bad. And next fortnight, 2 weeks, I'll get my pay rise backdated. Yeah, it was like only like 3% or something, but backdated to March. And I don't actually know how much that'll be. So I'm quite keen to see how much extra that will be. And then I'll just be back to my normal pay. But I think by that stage, I will have paid off my credit card with these bonuses, and then I can go, right, time to spend more money. Like I might get, I'm serious, I get some new shirts because I've been looking at the websites where I buy these shirts, and they've got some new designs that are really good. And I might get them. Particular, there's, I like the ones that are really different colors and whatnot, but one I'm very tempted to get that it's typical of these designs. It's got little glasses and bottles and whatnot, but it's got this text on it that says, "Stand aside, coffee. This is a job for alcohol."
that's so weird. That's weird.
Yeah, that's
That's
me.
so
Pat,
weird.
Pat reckons that's me. Yeah, but
Yeah, you're weird. You're so
I
weird.
reckon I want to wear that one to the office. Just walk around the office wearing a shirt that says "Stand aside, alcohol." Sorry, stand aside, coffee. This is a job for alcohol. I think I have to get that one. It's very funny. Heidi, you want one too?
That's
Nice.
so
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, yeah. Justin, and isn't that refreshing to get reminded occasionally that people in positions in politics, even when you disagree with them, you get people who are in the institutions who are actually professional as opposed to the public face. Safi wants one too. Everyone wants a stand aside coffee. This is a job for alcohol shirt.
No,
Oh,
not me.
dear.
No, not me. Ah,
No, Pat's too responsible. He doesn't want one.
no, I
He's
did
just
this.
like
I
he.
did this. I did that. It's a bit better.
Sorry, I'm going to show you the picture. It's. I'll see if I can find it. Yep, here we go. Images. This is. I'll show you. This is what Pat wants on a t-shirt.
No.
No. Yeah, this guy. Okay. Rick and Morty fans will know this one. This is what Pat's getting on a shirt.
Wow, the rest of thing.
No, this one. Oh no, where is it? This one. The Hitman from Rick and Morty. Oh boy, here I go, killing again.
Good damn. Good kick ass.
Oh dear, that's the whole thing.
You're gonna kick
That's a good
ass,
one.
boy.
You know I've got to make that joke all
No,
the
I
time,
don't,
Pat.
I don't kick ass you.
Uh,
I don't kick ass you, boy. You do that again.
oh yeah, no, it's true. And it's going to be fascinating to see what happens in the upcoming election. Like let's go with an assumption, and this is not a given by any stretch of the imagination. Let's go with Harris wins the election. The way the system in the US works, regional and state officials could potentially disrupt the result. Anything could happen. I'll share the coffee shirt. Okay. Let me see if I can find it.
No.
Let me see. The Riara shirts. I think it's this site. Let me go. Yeah, no big surprise they use AI. It's going to be one of two sites that has it. All right, so this is one of the sites that I get shirts from. I think this is the one that has the coffee shirt. So you can see these are all the different cocktail shirts. Oh, Jesus, they're trying to get me to friggin' do things. See, I like that orange one because it's just a really different color to any I have. That one, mix your drinks with Cat's Bitters. I kind of like that. Oh, wow, that one's new. Haven't seen that before. Damn, that's trippy as hell. Well, look, I can get cocktail shorts too. Or the devil with a cocktail. Let's just keep scrolling, see if we find it. Drink up Grinches. You get that for Christmas.
I know. I know.
Las Vegas. Let's see. Come on. Load up the shirts. What's going on? Oh, no, here we go. Seizing up.
That way.
Okay, so it wasn't that one. It must have been Hard Daddy. Okay, so let's go Hard Daddy.
That's not that work.
Something will work here. Okay, so we stop sharing and we open this other one. Okay, this is the other site that I get shirts from. See if I can find that blue pina colada one is nice as in a different. And I like that cat with the margarita. That's kind of cool.
That cat. That a wolf. That a fox.
A wolf?
I said a fox.
Yeah, and some wacky designs here. There it is.
What? Oh, that one.
Step aside, coffee. This
that's
is a
cool.
job for alcohol.
That's cool.
It is pretty cool. It's a really nice design. So there you go. It's on a site called hardaddy.com, which careful how you do that because it kind of sounds dodgy. So what's that? Just in the last election, lawyers at Democrats Board told you not to email your ballot, even though county officials are allowing you. It's illegal. Your vote could be thrown out. Damn. Okay. Yeah, it's cocktail shirts. So yeah, I might get some of those designs. I'm going to wait and see how much I get in a fortnight with the third round of bonuses. It should be enough to have paid off my credit card so then I can go, yes. I'm just going to buy. Not a huge amount, but, you know, it adds up. If you buy a half a dozen shirts, that kind of adds up. And I feel like I haven't. I think I bought some shirts early this year, so you know, I feel like that's kind of responsible. If I only do 2 shopping sprees a year, that's kind of responsible. But you know, we'll see. But yeah, there's another 2 weeks. Another 2 weeks, I'll get paid again, and I'll see how much the back pay adds up to. And what the fuck? I keep hearing weird. Wait, what's that? I think my chair's making weird noises. Oh well.
I get their fix.
Justin Yale, your favorite guy who successfully predicts results, has said on his measurements Harris is going to win. But of course, then it's like, is there going to be any weirdness or disruption? I don't think you will get another January 6th because that was fermented by the fact that Trump's vice president was responsible for ratifying the results. In this one, ironically, so of course Biden's vice president is Harris. So I don't think it's going to be quite the same situation where Trump will be able to whip up very stupid people to commit very serious crimes. Because first, I think all the really stupid ones are still in prison. But
That's good.
yeah, I don't think it will happen again. But what do I know? Nothing, basically. Oh, that's what it is. Oh God, I was trying to work out what was making this silly noise. There was a bit of plastic on the ground that I was treading on without knowing. That was making the weird noise. Oh yeah, no, I personally am not predicting. I personally am not predicting anything, Stella, because it's too weird and volatile, and anything could happen. So, you know, we shall see. God, still 2 more months though, and who knows how much drama is going to be attached to it. It's all goddamn ridiculous, quite honestly. But you know, it is what it is, and we'll see what comes of it. So yes, it's just very weird that the election for the most powerful political office on the planet can be so weird and fucked up and irrational. It's very unsettling that something that has so much potential to affect us is so volatile. And yes, that classic thing of the October surprise. If someone hasn't heard of that term, it's a phrase because it's a thing that's happened a couple of times in American presidential campaigns. the election's actually in November, and they build up to it for 2 fucking years, which is ridiculous. But it's like you can have this thing where everything appears to be going one way, and then just before the election in November, in October, something can happen which turns everything upside down. And because it's happened a couple of times in presidential campaigns, it's become known as the October surprise. Just something significant happening just before the election that has the potential to sway the result. Like I said, with the weird shit with people taking shots or preparing to take shots at Trump, as unsettling as it is, I find it hard to believe there won't be an incident with Harris, just because, well, Trump supporters are completely fucking unhinged, quite honestly, and they're the gun nuts. So, and by incident, I mean it could be as simple as sufficient advance warning of a plot that gets thwarted. But yeah, I will be absolutely amazed if we get to the election without there being a significant incident with someone planning to or executing an attack on Harris, because it's just all that fucked up, yo. It's it's just a whole bunch of not good, is what I'm saying.
They suck.
That's the technical term, Pat. It sucks.
Yeah.
That's if you ask a scientist to evaluate what's happening, he'll just go, "It's all suck. It sucks, man. Everything's fucked up." I conducted several rigorous double-blind experiments, and I confirmed that everything in the US political system is all fucked up. It just sucks. So that's just science. That's just science that says that. So, but that's the world we live in. Sorry, just remembering the Bo Burnham song from the Inside Special, where he's doing it with a sock puppet. Yeah, that is how the world works. That is how the world works. Justin, you're drunk.
Yeah, it is weird.
Cocktail margaritas and gin. Yeah. So yeah, it's more like a gimlet if you're doing a margarita mix with him, but it's good for you. Dr. Abigail, there you are. Yes,
Hi,
of course,
Doc.
because it is Talk Like a Pirate Day, and that's the first pirate talk for the stream. Avasti scurvy cur.
That is you.
Jim, my lad. My favorite K-Pirate thing. Do I have breathalyzer? No, because I just, err on the side of caution. Like, I think I had the 2 cocktails. Just how I feel now, I would not drive a car. It's just like, ooh, I might not be at 0.05, but there you go. Also, I sorry, excuse me, please, Stella. You did come in with ahoy me hearties. Oh, yes, now Dr. Abigail and Stella can flirt. So that's what it's all about. My other glass here with ice that I haven't put anything in the ice has just melted. So now I have a nice glass of icy cold water, which is something I like to drink. Your internet's shocking. Oh, bummer. Bit of a lottery.
That suck.
Thank you, Stella, for being in a forgiving mood. I appreciate it. Yes. Something about icy cold water. I really like it. Oh, yeah, no, I actually think a breathalyzer would be interesting. Yeah. Your NBN pigeon carrier pigeon is struggling. Yeah, it's like that. It's a freaking lottery with Australian internet if it's going to work or not, quite honestly. Very annoying. I find it extremely annoying. I'm going to drink some more of my mouthwash. This is just this.
Oh man, no, they
Sorry, this
get
isn't
it.
alcohol. This isn't a cocktail. This is just mouthwash. I'm just keeping my breath fresh.
That is drink, man.
No, it's mouthwash. You can look at it. It looks like mouthwash. It's fine. It's just mouthwash. So I'm just promoting gum health. So nothing. Or I haven't even.
That's drink, man.
I just realized I haven't actually used a cherry tonight. That's a crime. Okay. What do we got? 40 minutes till I leave. Ooh. Let's add a little bit of mezcal in the bottom of that. Got a little skewer in here. Got a little jar of cherries here. Okay. And we go stab. Oh, I got one first go. I always feel like that's a good omen when I get the cherry first go. Good things are going to happen. Oh, I saved $10 tonight. That's okay. It's all good. Your ambience wound up with a rubber band. It's broken. Hey, Strictly Sega, how are you doing? There's Harvest Moon. Yes. Nice pirate talk, too. Ahoy, elegant Aussie. Under the fair harvest moon be tipping my hat to ye, matey. May the wind be ever in your favour this evening of golden skies. Comparing what speed we're on. You bug musical aviator because he's on the helpline. No, I don't like bugging him. Oh no, I signed up so long ago, I don't even remember what my plan is. I should check it at some point. I mean, I can do a speed check. What am I getting at the moment? Do the speed test. This might actually disrupt the stream.
Oh,
doing
not
a
good.
speed test. Okay, it's going. Yeah. Oh no, it's going okay. My download's at about 50 MIPS. That's not bad. Now up. Let's do it. Okay. So 50 down and 19. That's not bad. Don't know if that, that predictably disrupted the stream. You get 5 seconds of live, then it buffers to fuck. Yeah, I kind of fucked it. Yeah, no, I did the Ookla speed check, and it fucked up the stream.
Yeah,
It is Friday night. I think we're back now. Yeah, I kind of thought it would make the stream shit itself. Should be back now. It's perfect for you. Yeah, I got the warning that it was just like, your bandwidth's gone. Oh, maybe you're just lucky in Bombfuck WA. I mean, you're just lucky. But yeah, my speeds are quite okay this evening. Speaking as someone who started on the internet with a fucking 28K modem. Oh man, that's fucking yummy. Thinking like, what do I have on? I actually have a lot on tomorrow, including I have to do a presentation to my boss's boss. I have to do a presentation to the boss of all of IT tomorrow. But I reviewed my presentation with my boss today, and she thinks it's fine, so I should be fine. My first one might have been 14.4.
That's cool.
I don't remember. Sharp is all good for the
I think
ideas.
you're drunk.
Cost people money. He was saying that about me streaming, getting the high end StreamYard features. Oh gosh, yes. See, when I first joined the internet, I found out about bulletin boards. I did connect to a couple, and I never quite understood them. My first experience with the internet, TPG was my first internet provider. There was some expo where they were signing people up. It was probably a 14.4 modem. Oh my gosh. You can see some really fun things on YouTube of people dialing up BBSs in the 80s. And the text actually refreshes one character at a time. You actually see the text downloading one character at a time. It's wild. But yeah, what was the early days of the internet? Some basic websites. I used to go on Usenet groups a lot and on IRC a lot.
Yeah, mine's YouTube.
I went on YouTube when I got broadband for the first time. And that was because I had Foxtel and they started offering broadband internet. So I was like, I'm going to go on YouTube and start uploading stuff because I want to be a star. That was a stupid idea. But I went with it anyway. But yeah.
Yeah, I done that. Now I'm the best to TikTok. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I actually have the ones where the early connection things where you took the phone off the receiver and sort of scooched it into this rubber thing. It's like not even plugging into the wall. You actually picked up the phone and put it on some weird rubber thing, and that's how you connected to a BBS. It's wild. And that's the 80s and 90s. But I guess I think I got onto the internet within a year or so of commercial internet being available in Australia. It was available at universities for a few years prior to it being available through commercial ISPs to the public. I think, and I did have some friends who were at uni who would print some stuff out that they got off the internet that would show, this is wild, look what I was able to get. And then I think the public accessible internet had not been available for very long before I got on. I was just thinking, Sydney. It was not Bathurst. It was definitely not Bathurst. It was the 90s when I was in Sydney that I got on the internet. Although, again, same deal. When I was at Bathurst, if I had wanted to, I probably could have got onto some connected databases or bulletin boards at the uni, but I wasn't really into computers when I was at uni. It's not till I left and was living in Sydney, and so I was exploring stuff. It was the early 90s, I guess. I don't have a particularly clear memory of exactly when it was. Justin, your mum used to tell you off for playing games online, not really understanding the world. Yeah, I get it. Stricky, say your first phase is FTP sites, then MIC and IRC. Yeah. I did not do that much FTP. I did a little bit of it. I was mainly Usenet groups and IRC. Not that I know of, Safa. I never heard of any Dabo bulletin boards. I never heard of bulletin boards till I was in Sydney. And I'd connect to them and people would have, we want you to do this. And I went, I don't really understand. Like they're saying because there was stuff you could download and they're saying you should upload into a certain ratio compared to what you download. And I was like, but I don't think I have anything that anyone would give a shit about me uploading. You never got onto Usenet. I was on Usenet quite a lot, the discussion boards. There was quite a few I was into. So Dr. Abigail, you were BBSs, then FTP, then Usenet. I toyed with BBSs. I did a little bit of FTP, but it was mainly Usenet, IRC, and the web for me. Ooh, you're 3D printing something that isn't benchy. Okay.
That's cool.
Yes. There was porn on Usenet, and it was hilarious how long it would take for a single graphical image to download. It was ridiculous. Yeah, that was the folklore of the early days of the internet. Like, oh, the predators will get you. Like, no. It's like the thing they say in the US around Halloween. Oh, the terrible people, they're putting drugs in the candy they hand out. It's like, no, drugs are expensive. People aren't giving away their drugs to your obnoxious kids. It's like all these folklore things about Halloween have been around since I was a kid. It's like, a razor blade in an apple, or drugs in the candy, and it literally doesn't happen. Yeah, you think YouTube's cracking the shit's ad blocker? They do that. Oh, nice, twofold and Coke. I should try whiskey, and I don't want to drink any more alcohol tonight.
Get out drunk.
With the Oreo Coke that I got, Oreo flavored Coke. Maybe whiskey, but I was also thinking, because I was asking some people, someone mentioned cherry flavors might go well. I've got a cherry chocolate gin. I might try tomorrow night, party night. We'll go a bit cray. I might try cherry chocolate gin with Oreo Coke, see what that tastes like. So saying Benchy was preloaded in your printer's memory stick, so you used it for calibration tests. There you go.
That's cool.
All right. So yeah, no, of course. Whiskey and Coke is a classic mix. Rum and Coke, all these things. Ooh, sorry, I was just gonna look something up while I think of it. Nope, that's the absolute wrong thing that I was just doing then. Okay. Just looking at news things. Someone won Powerball tonight. Not me. I didn't bother buying a ticket in it. But I didn't go out and look. It was actually cloudy here last night. But yeah, that was supposed to be the biggest full moon of the year.
That's blood moon.
It was the harvest moon, and it had all these different names.
I saw that.
Yeah?
I saw that.
It was actually cloudy here. Apparently, last night or the night before, there was some aurora australis visible from various points as well. Ooh, it's doing hardcore notes of the 3D printing and assembling a yarn spooler. There you go. It's the whole thing. So, Safi, you saw the harvest moon things, yeah? Full blown orange, the moon, yeah. Like fat cat orange shape. Oh gosh, Ray's now you're just about to go to work. Damn. You always miss the cool spaceship, but you got it last time. There you go. Stella, you're about to print a headband to size test for a fascinator. Nice. Yeah, I was so pissed off I missed the aurora. Was that a month or so ago?
Me too.
Yeah, it was just like the day after, you see all these pictures like, oh, if I'd have just driven down the road to the bay and looked out, I would have this awesome aurora display. And I was like, oh, I had no idea. You're working nights, you see these things. There you go. Yeah, I kind of meant to go out and see the harvest moon, but then it was cloudy, so it's like, oh well, fuck it. I think it's cloudy again tonight. Actually, it was raining earlier. Yeah. So Stella, you've seen
No,
the
no, no,
aurora
no.
lighting Kalgoorlie. Nice. Yeah, apparently Tassie's just been getting friggin' auroras out the wazoo the last couple months. Solar flares, man, or coronal mass ejections, whatever the hell it is that causes the aurora to really act up.
Whoa! Oh,
Oh,
that's cool.
that's you saying. Voice gets really high. Look at that. What are you looking at, Pat? Moon pictures?
No, the dog, the red, and look at that. It's on, this one.
Okay.
It's on that.
Oh, wait, what happened in here? I thought I had the Discord open.
Yeah, there's there. It's wicked.
What's happening on the Discord? Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, this looks really trippy. Okay, I'm gonna share these pictures.
That's cool. I saw that. That's wicked.
So this is a yarn spooler. Oh, it's got multiple parts, and there's some yarn on it. Oh,
Yeah, I saw that. That's wicked.
it's quite the contraption. Very impressive.
Yeah, I saw that on my phone.
Yeah. So the Aurora is a combo of solar maximum, weaker magnetic field. There you go. Damn. Oh well, that's a whole thing. Okie dokie. Oh yeah, sorry. So if you've forgotten, Ray's is sober. But yeah, it's a whole thing. Oh God, Tricky saying, did you watch that TikTok video put there? That was fucked up. That's a nightmare
Yeah,
story.
I know.
Yeah, that's a really rough story. Damn.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that Monday.
Yeah, it's it's depressing.
I look at that under the bed, under the wrist, under the app.
Yeah.
I look at my TikTok. Look. Oh fuck! Not again.
Oh, you've got some dark stuff. You got some dark stuff on your TikTok, Pat. I don't even use it that much, but
Not me. I don't know. Look at that. See that there? I don't know. Look.
That's all wild. I actually also speaking about dark elements in the world, the stuff that Israel, Mossad has been doing with making pages and walkie-talkies blow up in Lebanon, that's friggin' freaky. Because if you've seen those stories where supposed to be all Hezbollah people, but they killed some kids with these bombs. It's friggin' incredible patience and focus, because it was Mossad, it was Israeli IDF or secret agents, Mossad. They've infiltrated the friggin' supply chain for pagers and walkie-talkies, which were being bought in Lebanon, and they've put explosives with a trigger into these devices, and then they've patiently waited for months, if not years, for these to propagate through the people who were buying them, and then they just sent the detonate signal, and they went off. It's very effective terror campaign, because it's like, if they can do that, what can't they do? It's just freaking wild, honestly. YouTube really doesn't like using ad blocking. Yeah. No, they want to control what your experience and send you ads. So we're saying the two-way rate is pretty common. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. It's absolutely an indiscriminate attack. But I think what they did, I think the detonate signal was localized. Like, there are probably pages and walkie-talkies around the world that have these explosives in them. Like, literally anyone who has any of that make of pager or walkie-talkie should take them apart and find explosives. Oh, Strictly Sega, they did it with phones years ago. They assassinated a couple of significant targets with, and that was more controlled in that they called the number and some underling answers the phone and goes, yeah, and it's like, wanting to talk to the boss. Okay. And talk to the boss, and they waited till they heard the voice of the person they wanted on the phone, and then they hit the detonate signal. What seems to have happened with these pages and walkie-talkies is there was a bomb in just hundreds of pages and walkie-talkies, and they send out a localized signal that's like, everything within this radius detonate, and they all detonated at the same time, which is why theoretically people who have the same walkie-talkies and pages in the other parts of the world aren't in danger. But of course you're in danger if there's a fucking bomb inside the device you're carrying with you. I'm not sure what you mean. Who's discovering they have access to... Well, you mean like, people who take apart a pager or walkie-talkie get a little bomb. Yeah. Rays, I think Pat would think the explosive walkie-talkies is too impersonal. He likes to make eye contact when he's working.
They're not.
Oh, strictly say, yeah. No, years ago, Mossad was assassinating people in Lebanon and other places, and it was literally, they got into the supply chain. They put a bomb in a mobile phone, and they knew the number, and they called it, and there was, as a security thing, an underling answered the phone, and so talk to the boss, and Mossad's listening to the call, and they wait till they hear the voice of the person they want online, and then they send the detonate signal. Now, a mobile, you're definitely going to kill someone because they're more than likely holding it against their head. Now, the pages tend to be like in your pocket or on your belt. But again, walkie-talkies, this wasn't as sophisticated. This was just a generalized detonate signal sent out. So it's kind of like if someone was carrying the walkie-talkie or whatnot. Whereas the thing they did with the phones was incredibly targeted. They waited till they heard the voice of the person they wanted, and which means he's holding the phone up against his head. And then they detonated it. And that wasn't hundreds of people. That was one person. But that's why they were using pages and walkie-talkies, because they thought that was less risk than the phones, but they underestimated basically the determination of Mossad to frickin' intercept the supply chain and put bombs in all the pages and all the walkie-talkies. And yes, the explosives would have been triggered by an electric signal. Yes, absolutely. An accidental electrical signal could detonate. So people in other parts of the world who had that make of uh, pager or walkie-talkie would want to disconnect them because an electromagnetic signal could detonate them. So yeah. And yes, cars you wire ignition to cause the spark. Yeah, it's basically they put a bomb into the phones, and it was a receiver. It's the same as you saw all these things in Iraq with improvised explosive devices, IEDs, that had a mobile phone attached to them, and basically when they wanted to detonate it, they called the mobile number, and the connection would close a circuit which would detonate the bomb. The thing with the pages and the walkie-talkies was a bit less subtle than that, in that's like all the pages and all the walkie-talkies had a bomb in them, and they just sent a localized signal that was basically saying everything in this radius detonate. And it did. It's a very indiscriminate method of attack. Oh yeah, no, it's it's evil as fuck, but honestly, in terms of technical and logistical execution, it's amazing. And like I said, the patience required to interdict the supply chain, get the bombs in those devices, and then just wait months or years for these devices to propagate amongst their targets, and then at a given moment just go, yep, detonate. And they've been using these devices with no problems for months or years, and then suddenly, douche. And drones are also scary as fuck. To return to store fights, something with a bit more honor, anyway. So it's just saying, what did you buy? A bamboo. Talking 3D printy stuff again. I get it. I get what you're talking about, but that's okay. Yeah, that's and I was even saying in the work chat about because what's even said like this story is like because in cybersecurity, there's been a number of attacks that have been because someone in the supply chain's been compromised. And it's like, hey, your work systems are completely secure, but someone somewhere in the connections isn't, and problems happen. And I just said, yeah, this is directly analogous for cybersecurity because it shows what a determined and patient adversary can do. They can slowly infiltrate your systems by getting into the supply chain. They can slowly infiltrate your systems and just sit there silently so you don't even realize they're there, and they become absolutely enmeshed in your infrastructure, and then at the moment of their choosing, they detonate and cause destruction. So yeah, raise your compromisable with money. I mean, honestly, me too.
Me free.
I-
I don't
Drone,
mind.
I know Ukraine, and I think Russia's probably been using drones too, but that's also in Syria, all sorts of conflict zones in the Middle East, Africa. Drones. It's basically even just a drone with a like a friggin' hand grenade in it. That I haven't name checked the Behind the Bastards podcast for a while, but Robert Evans, who fronts that, he did a lot of conflict journalism. He spent time in war zones in Syria and some other places. And yeah, he said, like, when you're in the conflict zones, sometimes you'll hear drones, but you can't see them because they're really small. But you hear the sort of mosquito, and everyone freaks out because it's like, okay, if there's a drone coming over, it probably has an explosive device on it. And if you can't see it or trap it or shoot it down, it's just like you're just going to hear until you don't hear anything and it just detonates over you. So, yes, drone warfare tends to terrify people who are on the ground. Dr. Avia, you're compromisable with free food. I mean, me too, honestly. And yes, anyone would know my absolute weak point. Ply me with booze, and I'd be very compliant. It's
Yeah, I know that.
although I've been mildly responsible lately. I keep getting, because I'm on all these mailing lists, and I keep getting these offers emailed to me, and they're great offers, and it's like for great sounding stuff, and it's like, no, I have to be strong and not get that. It sounds really good, and sometimes it's like, that sounds good and it's on sale and that seems good, but I don't need it. Okay. And sometimes it's a very special limited edition thing, and it's like, yep, that sounds really good, but it's like $200 or $250, and I don't need to do that. I mean, like the Archie Rose Distillery sent me one in the last couple of days. It's a peated whiskey that's been aged in barrels that used to have maple syrup in them, and that just sounds friggin' great. Peated whiskey that's picked up the sweetness of maple syrup. So it's really, Justin, you've gone feral, Justin, with your friggin'
Ah!
with your oldie mixer and gin. Well, yeah, and I'm not one to judge, quite honestly. Oh yes, thermal imaging for drones. Yeah, no. It's the thing is, um, drones with explosive payloads are so small; they're very hard to see. Oh yes, I actually did see that Starwood discounting. You can buy two of their premix cocktails, and they've marked them down. Yeah, I resisted. God, I mentioned before, I resisted. The local Woolies was clearing some of the new old fashioned off the shelf, and it was like $20 off. And I was going, that's super tempting because that's super yummy, but I've got all the components to make old fashions here. I don't need to buy a bottled old fashioned, even if it's really yummy. Oh, you got a new Lagavulin. Nice. I actually, speaking of Starwood, that one there, that box is Starwood aged in ex-Lagavulin barrels. So it's just picked up a bit of the smokiness from the peated whiskey that had been in it before. Super limited edition. I think it's cask strength, the one I've got. Oh god, yeah, strictly saying it's so worth trying. Like, okay, I don't like coffees, and so there are other Starwood's other bottled cocktails, the coffee one and the bitter one. They're calling it Negroni. They're calling it a whiskey Negroni, which technically is a Boulevardier, but from a marketing point of view, whiskey Negroni is a good idea. I don't like either of those, but the new old fashioned, really fucking yummy. Oh, okay. So, unexpected is interesting. I had that when they got it, and you can still get that from Dan Murphy's. And the subsequent ones were just called peated finish, I think. They hadn't struck a deal. They couldn't say where the barrels had come from because Lagavulin wouldn't let them. But then they spent literally a couple of years cajoling them, saying, like, can we market this as say Lagavulin? So this is a new limited edition. Okay, so you know, Stella, now I'm going to bring it over here. Okay, so it's in a special box and everything. And I'm going to get a little tasting glass as well. Fuck it, I'm going to have some. Okay. So I kept the special box because it's so nice. So, Starward Lagavulin. In collaboration with Lagavulin. Yeah, this is the cask strength, 55%. All right, so we open it up. Ooh. So I don't know how different, if at all different, this is to the unexpected. But it's the first time they've been allowed to actually say this was done in Lagavulin barrels. Oh, and it's just got a really beautiful light peat aroma in it. Like it's just the hint of it. Oh, I keep some of the boxes because shit I get is in such good boxes. I feel guilty throwing it out. And I had to keep that one. It's very special. Oh, Dr. Abigail went there. There you go. Also, just by the by, Stella, filament not sticking to the bed sounds vaguely like a sex thing. So we do this. This is what the guy from the Bakery Hill Distillery said to get the flavor out. So you want to have a drink, but you have to work tomorrow. Right. I'm a bad influence. This is a really distinctly peated, but sort of gently peated aroma. It's like oh God, the smoke just stays with you. It's like starts with this golden syrup flavor, and then there's just this wood smoke that really stays with you. Oof. Wow. Oh my gosh. That's so tasty. So you led me to that, Stella. I hadn't actually even had a taste of this in a while. But yes. Back in the special box. I have a couple of boxes I've kept from various things because they're just too nice to throw away. But there's a little magnetic seal. I'll put it back later. Oh my God, and it just stays. Oh, because it's really fruity. There's almost like a banana flavor in there. Now, what do they say? Their tasting notes, which I think are always bullshit. Maritime influence, tropical fruits. No, I'm getting like a banana-ish flavor. Toasty oak, coastal peat, gently smoky, red berries, modern twist, rich and earthy. Hey, to me, it was like golden syrup, and then this wood smoke, and then yeah, very, very fruity. Man's just exhaled like he had a coat. Yeah, no, it was a bit like that. Yeah, goddamn. Ooh. And it's still kind of sitting on my tongue, that little smokiness. God damn, that's a hell of a thing. Hell of a thing. A little bit of water to wash that away. Okay, so you know what? While I'm comparatively sober, although I really appreciate you convincing me to do that. I think the Starward Lagavulin is possibly going to show up at Dance at one point, but not the cask strength. This was expensive. This is one of my more expensive bottles. Probably not the most expensive, but very close. Cask strength, 55%. Can't get that anymore. If you don't got it, you can't get it. Which is funny. I have a couple bottles like that. It's like, oh, if you don't already have this bottle, you just can't get it. And I haven't paid thousands for it because you get all those ridiculous bottles that go for thousands of dollars. Still go for a lot, in my opinion. But yeah, is absolutely worth it to get a fun thing. Yeah, I love that as the description. Looks like something you get for free when you buy a Bentley. Yeah. So it's a one-off. Yeah. So yeah, I entered the ballot for that, and it's like, well, you can get the regular one, or you can get the cast strength one. And they said the cast strength one will definitely never be available again. But a lot of Starwood's limited editions ended up being available at Dan's and some other places like 6 months later. And they're usually all really good. But that one, the cask strength, won't be available. So people who are hardcore into Australian whiskies would be really keen on that one. There weren't that many bottles of it made, basically. Why do they do it limited edition? Because it's expensive to produce and they don't really know how many they'll sell. Plus, it's hype. Making something a limited edition is hype. So it's a brand building thing. It's not necessarily something that they make a massive profit from, but it's brand building. Like, what does it say here? An extremely limited cask strength release, our red wine barrel-aged whiskey, finished for a further 18 months in barrels from world-renowned Lagavulin distillery. Inspired by Australian curiosity and Scottish tradition, this cask strength bottling displays greater intensity of flavour, richness with the tropical notes of our whiskey, drawing on the iconic smokiness of these Isla barrels. So yeah, I couldn't resist. Solera's not bad. It's more expensive than Nova. Oh, look, fuck it, dude. Strictly Sega, tomorrow night, if you're up, I'm going to do a mad Starwood tasting, which I haven't done for a little while. Alrighty, but it's after 10 o'clock, so I'm good. Oh, yeah, definitely want to try it. It's nice. So Solera, okay, the term Solera, if you ever see that with spirits, what it means is it's like an endless cycle. Like, they don't completely empty the barrels. They leave something in the barrels, and then they put more new make spirit in it and age it and then drain it out, but leave a bit. So when Starwood talk about their Solera, it's technically, it's like got a ghost of their first ever whiskey in there, which is quite neat. So Solera as a style with spirits, that's what it means. Oh, yeah, Strictly Sega, message me on Discord about Solera. Anyway, I'm going to eat my cherry and I'm going to go to bed. And we'll see what... oh, no, so it's not date night on Saturday night, so I'll do a stream on Saturday night. Strictly Sega, Lark whiskey is good, but overpriced, trading on their name. But I'm going to bed now. Oh my God, the cherry's so good. And we'll see what happens tomorrow night. So you all take care. See you another time. Bye for now.